Everybody okay? Everybody make it out?
All good. You good?
Yeah, we had power. So I mean,
Oh, very nice.
no major damage. Yeah.
Coach, what was the focus of practice today, and how good was it to have a session after 2 games to really continue to progress camp?
Well, I thought today's session was great. In today's focus, we use our words of what we're trying to accomplish of the day, and today's words were accountability, communication, and competing. Their ability to communicate to each other real time, how hard they compete, which today was an unbelievable practice. I mean, you got guys diving on the floor, you got Jalen picking up full court the entire game. So we just scrimmaged and we got after it. So I thought it was a great day for these guys continuing to grow and get better and step into their power and their ownership.
When you look back and kind of review the first 2 games, did anything kind of stick out to you?
You know, other than the turnovers, I think our compete level is continuing to stay high. Now it's just their ability to again take ownership and communicate with one another at a high level. The things that they're seeing, wanting to see on the court, and how they continue to make each other better.
Obviously, you lose a preseason game for the right reasons, of course, but how did you have to adjust to that and the way you viewed the second game and the way you view what was going to be the fourth game, now your third and final preseason game?
Yeah, I think we'll use the practices in that realm. Like what we did today was we went a full scrimmage. Not the full 48, but enough to where they were getting their competitive edge in. These guys they really got after it. You just started to see them putting each other in positions to make the right play, making the right play for their teammates. Our coaches did a great job of drawing some of the after timeout plays up to learn and see how they executed. I think that's what these days are going to be used for. That how can we hone in on those special situations throughout the game.
Obviously, you want to see the team give their effort the whole way through. Do you sense that this team knows how to pace themselves so that they're not, peaking may not be the right word, but like ready for the regular season in a couple weeks?
Yeah, I think with this group, it's tough to hold them back. And I think that's the beauty of who they are and what they represent. Is they're a competitive group. They're going after each other night in, night out. And I think that's great. When we talk about iron sharpening iron and these guys making each other better, I mean, you're watching J.I. guard Paulo. You're watching, Gary Harris, he's guarding Franz. You've got Tristan, guarding at sometimes A.B. So I think the more and more they can just continue to push each other in that competitive nature, it's going to make each one of them better.
How's Wendell doing?
Wendell's doing okay. He was not able to go through practice. He's just we're going to continue to check to see how he responds to each one of the treatments that he does while not being on the court fully through practice.
Is he doing any sort of drill work? Or?
Yes, he is. He's doing some ball handling, some movement up and down the court, some defensive movements, passing, and then Arnie. I think he just put him through a heck of a cardio, so I know he's going to be in the right conditioning when he gets back. I can tell you that.
How's the rest of the team's health like?
Everybody's in a good space right now.
Obviously, you guys are a predominantly young team still. I know it's preseason as well. Getting to go on the road for the first time, spend a couple days in each city. What does that offer? What does that allow your team to learn about the city?
Well, we had an extra version of it, obviously being in San Antonio for those days for the reasons of the storm and praying that everybody came out of it safely. I know there's still people without power. A lot of damage has happened, so I just our thoughts and prayers go out to them as well. Still, as they're dealing with it, but for us being on the road, us being able to stay together, be around each other off the court. I think some guys, a lot of guys did dinner, off the court together, able to spend more time with our staff. I think those are very important pieces that we continue to build on as we move forward.
What do you see on Wednesday from some of the maybe, not odd lineups, but like being able to try some different combinations, like putting Jet in the starting lineup and sitting out some of the veteran guys? Yeah. What do you see from some of the younger players stepping into those roles as you might see?
Well, I just think it's a great way, one, that we can look at those combinations so they can get a feel for playing with different guys on the court. But I think everybody did a great job of, stepping into that moment and learning and working and playing off of each other, which is what we've constantly said we want to do. We want to make sure that these guys can play with any lineup out there, knowing that our principles and, the way in which we want to approach the game stays the same.
How's your assessment?
What's your focus going into this last preseason game this week in practice?
Well, they're going to have another practice, probably similar today on Tuesday, so they'll get a good scrimmage going. And then, Friday we'll look at exactly, some of the lineup, some of the rotation. We'll still continue to mix it up, Like I said, it's a long year, and guys need to understand the different chemistry and the lineups that they need to play with and how you need to play when you're with different guys on the floor.
How'd you assess the way Tristan played these first couple games?
I thought he was very solid. I think he understands the things that we're asking of him, how he needs to play. I mean, there was a couple trips down the court that he's just getting to the right spot. Sprinted to the corner, we go swing, he gets a corner three. Understanding where he's supposed to be in those situations, how to guard, being able to sit down and guard multiple positions, and I think that's going to be big for him, which has been great.
Good.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Have a great one.
Thank you.
Good.
Interesting. Coach said you guys got after it today. You know, kind of what was the focus and what was the communication and competitive level like tonight?
Yeah, that's what we focus on. And it was great. You know, got a little chirpy at the end there, but that's what it's all about. You know, we're a competitive group, and Pete said at the end, you know, none of this goes off the court. It's, you know, it's business when we step in between those lines. So it's good.
How have these first two preseason games gone for you?
Pretty solid. You know, nothing over the top, but I feel like, you know, I'm focusing on my defense first and foremost. So that's why I'm trying to make an impression for now, knock down open shots, and just make right plays. That's what I've been doing.
Coach talked about different rotations being experimented with and different lineups. Obviously, I'm sure it's a lot coming at you, but how do you think you've handled that? You know, whether it's different lineups or whatever your role might be asked of you.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take what I'm given. So, you know, whatever situation I'm thrown at, trying to make the best out of it.
What was the experience like being, you know, you had the summer league experience to get taste the NBA. What was the experience like being in preseason in another team's arena, like kind of feeling at least a little bit of what an NBA energy might
Yeah,
feel like?
I was super nervous on the first one. I'm not gonna lie to you. Felt better on that second one. A little bit more loose, a little bit more fun. So I'm just looking forward to the next one now.
What was it like being on the road with this group?
It was fun. You know, got some dinner with Franz and Mo, Mo and Franz. But just being around those guys, you know, there's a lot of good talks. Everybody likes everybody, so it's not like there's little groups forming. Everybody really messes with each other, so it's a good time.
Thanks, Tristan.
Yeah, thank you. Cool.
Okay, Coach said you guys got after in practice today, very competitive. You know, what was the focus, and how would you say practice went today?
Oh, it was a great day today. Yeah, the whole practice was basically just 5-on-5 competing. Obviously, with the preseason game canceled, got to make up for it. And yeah, it was fun. I think the focuses, at least for my squad, was taking care of the ball, executing, and just getting a good possession every time down the floor, and obviously defending. But I think mostly we wanted to focus on limited turnovers and take care of the ball.
How would you evaluate your group's performance for 2 preseason games?
I think we I think we played pretty well. I think we could have, like I said, take care of the ball better, which was the focus of today. But I think defensively and offensively, I think we found our flow in the second game. I think it was a little better. Yeah, I think it was good today as well. Offensively, we didn't turn it over really at all. We executed. We played really well. So I think we just got to keep building on it.
Now that now in your third year, do you feel like you kind of know how to prepare yourself for the regular season and how to use the preseason? You're not overexerting yourself, like you still want to play hard, obviously, but not overexerting yourself and just making sure you're doing what you need to do to be ready for the first game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely just been getting my body ready, my mind ready, and then preseason just using that to ramp up and just get going, get back in that flow. 48-minute game. Just what that feels like. Obviously, preseason, your minutes are going to get cut short, so not trying to press, but just trying to, like you said, go full speed and just get a good feel out there. And then the second game, we had a little bit of a lineup change, so stuff was a little different. So when you have some new guys in there, I think I kind of wanted to take the opportunity to try and get them involved and get them comfortable because starting, being asked to start kind of out of the blue can be tough sometimes.
Is that a way that you kind of learned how to step up as a leader? I mean, I know you're still pretty young in this league, but do you feel like you have more leadership responsibility on you for this league?
I mean, 100%. That's what just comes with the territory. But I think I have the ability to lift others up just with having the ball in my hands, getting others involved, and just setting them up to use their strengths. And that's what I can do for them on the court, and also using my voice, encouraging guys, just trying to help guys out. Obviously, I don't know everything, but I think I can be a leader for this team and just help guys where need be.
Can you talk a little bit about kind of you having the experience now to know what to prepare for and how to prepare yourself in a preseason setting? Are you looking necessarily to focus more on one part of your game than another, or are you still kind of just letting the game come to you?
No, I don't think I'm really out there like focusing on one thing, game in, game out. I think great players kind of do whatever the game calls them to do. So, I think New Orleans, I think I was a little more aggressive offensively, scoring the ball in those first 2 quarters. And then, San Antonio, you got a big fella in the paint, so you can't get there every time. And so when you do get there, he's there. So being able to make plays, use the attention I get to my advantage and find others. And so I think that just changes game in and game out. I think different teams play different ways, have different matchups for you. So you just got to be able to do whatever the game calls you to do.
You mentioned the different lineups, just Jett Howard getting that start. How did he help you on the court?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I just told him, when you get out there, as long as you defend, you're going to get open shots. That's what I told him. He's going to be able to cut, find open space, and do what he does, which is, shoot the ball and knock it down. So, I wasn't surprised by how he played because that's kind of how he is. Like, he's not a guy who I think fears the moment or fears anything. I think he was, probably super happy when he knew he would start. He wasn't nervous or anything like that. So I was happy to see him get going.
I know you guys probably haven't shared the floor a ton yet in preseason, but what have you seen out of Anthony Black kind of in that same role? His second preseason, how is he developing in your eyes?
Yeah, he looks like a lot better. Just from year 1 to year 2, you can tell he's way more comfortable out there. He has a lot more command of himself and others on the court. And it just is a testament to how he worked over the summer. He pretty much was in Orlando the whole time, so he was locked in, and I'm excited to see what he does this year.
I know everyone talks about that kind of rookie year. The game has to kind of slow down for you. Do you feel like the game is still slowing down for you, and still kind of finding new ways to attack or new ways to kind of attack defensively?
Yeah, for sure. I think that never stops. That's never ending. I think every year the game slowed down a little bit. I think last year I felt it slow down. And then I think the playoffs have slowed down a little bit, and then I think now it's even more. But like I said, it's kind of a never-ending thing. Always trying to improve find new ways to be successful. Obviously, teams kind of, are always going to try and throw something different at me, whether it's a matchup or a certain look. So just trying to be ready for whatever they have and, trying to find a joy in that, because it's always like, it's like a quiz every week or every game, so it makes it fun.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Pete.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, pal.